put £1 and get £10. Somebody's told you that there's a quick fix to money. No, there isn't. What you're getting is what you actually deserve to get. Yes, you are greedy. That's why they scammed you. You are greedy. I don't feel any pity for you. I don't feel any type of way for you. You actually
Yo,
deserve
Sister
it.
Mario,
Until people start to
welcome, my
learn.
sweet sister.
Is it
How
now
are
that
you?
we've been hearing things like this happen? Things like this have been happening for years. We had the MMM the other time. People died, people lost their properties and lost businesses and lost money. Yet he did not learn. In this year and age, in this 2025, you are still putting money, hoping to get times three, and you think they will not scam you. They will scam you. In fact, they will do it again. Go ahead, put your money and come to TikTok and be crying. You think we care? We don't care. Most people now that put their money and get scammed, nobody feels pity for them. Yes, because it shows that you are dumb, you are foolish, and also what you are greedy. If you are not greedy, you will not put your money where you know you will not get anything out of it. Somebody's promising you times 10 and you think it is just like that. You have been scammed, bro. Pick yourself up and start afresh, okay? You got what you deserve. I feel no sense of any pity for you. I feel nothing at all. Jog on. I do not apologize if I come across as insensitive. I do not feel pity if you're one of those who got scammed by this Cbex rubbish. By now, you people should have known. By now, you should have known. What were you thinking? You thinking you're going to put £1 and get £10? Somebody's told you that there's a quick fix to money. No, there isn't. What you're getting is what you actually deserve to get. Yes, you are greedy. That's why they scammed you. You are greedy. I don't feel any pity for you. I don't feel any type of way for you. You actually deserve it. Until people start to learn. Is it now that we've been hearing things like this happen? Things like this have been happening for years. We had the MMM the other time. People died, people lost their properties and lost businesses and lost money. Yet he did not learn. In this year and age, in this 2025, you are still putting money, hoping to get times three, and you think they will not scam you. They will scam you. In fact, they will do it again. Go ahead, put your money and come to TikTok and be crying. You think we care? We don't care. Most people now that put their money and get scammed, nobody feels pity for them. Yes, because it shows that you are dumb, you are foolish, and also what you are greedy. If you are not greedy, you will not put your money where you know you will not get anything out of it. Somebody's promising you times 10 and you think it is just like that. You have been scammed, bro.
Hmm. Welcome, everybody. How you doing? This is Uncle Beno's channel, and if you're watching from 365 Media TV, thanks. How are you guys doing? All right. This is not like a regular show, but we do have this segment that we called Smart Money Talk. And on Smart Money, we simply dive into the world of business, investment, and finance. We try to encourage our viewers to get smart with their money. My name is Benuril. I like money. And anybody who don't like money, I did sorry for you. So I like money. I like to hustle, but I enjoy it when people hustle in a smart way. Unfortunately, we have a bigger problem in Nigeria, and not just in Nigeria. Let me just say in Africa generally. We went to school. We are very good at what we do. Highly educated people, but then we lack financial education. And because of that, it's easy for anybody, any smart men or women from any part of the world to just scam us or scam our people. Recently, there is this thing going on in Nigeria. People are crying right now. They are lamenting seriously because they lost money to one of the latest Ponzi scam in the country. They call it Cbex, Cybex, Xbex. I don't know whatever they call it, but it is CBEX. For those who may not know, hey, my sister Marriott, I'm doing fine. Oh, how you doing, my sister? Honey Babe is here. Thank you, Honey Babe. Thank you, everybody. If you just coming in, please hit the like button so we can boss other people into the studio. All right. This is not going to be like the regular show, like I said, because it's actually a sad one, but we're just going to try to make sense of it. So, what's happening in Nigeria is terrible. Every year, if not every two year, and it's becoming like almost every 6 months now, Nigerians get scammed. You will think that the people have learned from their last experience, but as it turns out, no. After one company scam them, another company will scam them again, and it's becoming a pattern. So we just have to start to talk about this, and let's just hope that our people will learn. So, as I was saying, one of the biggest problem we have in Nigeria and in Africa at large is that we lack financial education. And this problem is not synonymous to Africans alone. I've lived in the US for a while now, and I see that it's the same thing. People lack financial education generally. And when we talk about financial education, I'm not even talking about the one they teach you in school. Maybe you took some accounting class, some finance class, some business class, and you just feel like, oh, yes, I'm the boss. I take some classes in the university, so that has prepared me for the future. It's a lie. A lot of people who got scammed, they are usually those presumed to be smart, right? Since I came to the US, I've been trying to answer one question, and not until I saw how President Trump won the first and the recent election that brought him to office. That's when I finally got the answer I was searching for. So, the question that I was searching for when I got here was, how come with all the technologies, with everything Americans has, with all the smart people, every regulation day, law enforcement day, FBI, just name it. So I always wonder that with all the things that Americans have access to, how is it so easy for Americans to be scammed? Like somebody can just be sitting in one corner of their room in a remote village in Africa, and they can easily scam Americans. So I've been wondering, how come? Then I realized it's the same problem that we are facing in Africa: lack of financial education. And again, don't be offended. It doesn't matter the kind of degree you carry. If you don't have these basic smart investment moves or smart investment knowledge, you're still gonna continue to fall victim. So I'm saying all that for you to know that what just hit Nigerians with this Cbex scam is not unique to Nigerians. Okay, it's just people not knowing their left from their right. There has been several motivational speakers that hop on platforms and they are teaching people, invest your money, don't eat everything, put money here, put money there. And people are listening to all those messages and they are actually acting on it. But again, when they tell you invest your money, they don't tell you how to go about investing your money. So that is what this show will be all about. We're gonna do a part 1 and 2 on this show. I would definitely make this one like the introductory, and then tomorrow, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow is Friday, yeah. And then tomorrow we can dive deep into it. So I've got some videos that I'm gonna show you. um I just want you to see the pain that many people are feeling in Nigeria right now. This is one of the victim of Cbex. Let me see. Okay, you can see it on my screen. Let me even make it bigger. These are the victims of Cbex. What a terrible name. Let me add the audio. Just give me a second. Let me add the audio.
What is your name, ma? Wait.
My name is Bolanuwa.
Oh, yeah, let's go. Okay, go on, ma. Your name is?
Bolanuwa.
Okay. So tell us, how much did you invest in this scheme?
Me.
Hey, never to get them alone. A leader did not matter anyhow. People talk too much. See a problem to be outside right now. Talk anyhow. Good morning, ma.
Good morning.
What is your name, ma?
Wait. My name is Bolanuwa.
Oh, yeah, let's go. Okay, go on, ma. Your name is?
Bolanuwa.
Okay. So tell us, how much did you invest in this scheme?
Me.
Hey, never to get them alone. A leader did not matter anyhow. People talk too much. See a problem to be outside.
Me, Bola. 200. Why collect all my friends' money? All the money, 1,000.
Okay, we heard that you made money in Libya.
Yes, I go to Libya to work. No work, fighting. See my hand. Fighting, everything. Everything for Libya. I come back. My neighbor told me, the program is our stand now. From ground now, if you do it, you will help me. Then I should go and find the money. The small money I bring from Libya, I join now. Yeah, I should do it. I don't want to do it. Yeah, the money is there. The labor, you collect the money. I see the money. The labor, you collect. Me, Bola, 3. Say I should join it. If you join it, if you do the money in times 2, then I do it.
So all in all, now how much is gone? How much did you lose?
Let me pay my own.
Okay.
My own I put it for my own. $200.
$200.
It's not my issue. Why I collect my friend's money. She want my own $200.
Yeah, we are sorry about that. We are sorry. We are sorry.
See, I should.
That is one of the victims of Cbex. There are many videos. There are many videos about this. I just got tired of watching them, and I just feel like not the same old story. Anyway, you welcome everybody. Let's get into this conversation. Simbi, how are you doing? My sister Adama, how are you? Sister Marriott. Everybody, let's have this conversation. Sanusi, how you doing now? So here is the thing, guys. I'm going to ask this question and I will share the link right now, even though my intention is to show people how to avoid Ponzi scams, but we're still going to deliberate about it. So I'm sharing the link right now for anybody who want to help me or join me to make it make sense. But here is the first question I would like to ask. What makes Nigerians fall for Ponzi schemes? That's one thing we should consider. What make Nigerians fall for Ponzi schemes? I believe to the rest of the world, we are always like the Baba of scammer. The rest of the world see us like, Nigerians, forget. Nigerians, they are smart, very smart people. Nigerians, they are scammers. But question is, how come the scammer is being scammed? So please, you welcome everybody as you join us on today's show. Just help me answer some of these questions, and I will dive deep into the conversation, because right now I don't know if I'm angry, and I won't lie to you at the verse. I'm angry because many of these people that lost their money, they lost the money as a result of ignorance. And the fact that they lost their money to these Cbex people, that won't stop them from losing money to the next digital investment platform. Like I said on yesterday's show, Nigerians are so good with app. Nigerians love app. App. Mm, 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 mm. I remember when I used to sell business plan, because I don't do so many hustle. When I used to sell business plan, somebody was going to launch a business in Nigeria, and they contacted me to help them with the business plan. So I was paid. We did the market research, everything. So I packaged the business plan, and then as part of how to find customers and get engagement, drive traffic to the business, I included development of digital platform, and I actually recommended that they should have an app that people can download on their phone. Then the cost for that app is not like now that you can literally create an app with AI or everything, or just click a couple of buttons, drag and drop, you don't get app. Back then, it cost a lot of money to develop an app. So when they saw the cost of that app, they have to call me and say, okay, Mr. Ben, we don't understand why this app now. I'm like, look, I'm a Nigerian. If you want to get Nigerians to buy into something, offer them something fancy. Offers them something that make you look or appear legitimate, and they will fall for it. This app is actually one of your key marketing tools that will drive Nigerians to your platform. To cut the long story short, they launched the business. They did not develop the app. So in less than 6 months, the business crashed. And because they invested a lot of money, they have to try it again. And when they come back again, they were like, oh, Mr. Ben, the person who referred us said when you made your recommendations that there is always 85 to 90% chances of success. What happened? And I told them that, don't you see the report I gave you? You did not add an app. If you add app, Nigerians go follow you. No. So I'm just establishing that for you to know that Nigerians pay attention to what is not necessary at times. You can easily sway them. Nigerians like swag. That is why, as I'm speaking with you now, if I decide I want to become a pastor tomorrow, it's easy for me to become a pastor. Even you that we are here laughing every day, by the time you start seeing me, you will start calling me man of God. You know why? Because I understand my Niger people to some extent. By the time you bought land, you build fancy building, you pay choir, you pay instrumentalists, pay everybody, put AC. Screen everywhere in the hall. Nigeria go full your auditorium, you go make money. All the prophecy where you go give them, they go buy them. That is who we are. So, honey babe, you're welcome. Let's begin this conversation. I asked the question, what makes Nigerians fall for Ponzi schemes? I know you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. So before you go, let me just read this comment because I know Sister Marriott understand where I'm coming from and where I'm going already. So Sister Marriott said, number one, poverty. Number two, no real investment vehicles accessible to the everyday Nigerian. Number three, little to no financial education. And number four, greed. Greed. All right. Simbi, how are you? I know you're here, my dear. What's up with you? How you doing? Hello, Simbi. You see?
Hello,
network.
Uncle Ben. Good evening, sir. Good evening, Real Farm.
How you
Good
doing?
evening, honey babe. I'm
Hi,
fine, thank you,
Cindy.
sir.
You okay?
Yeah, so honey babe, I know you really don't know much about Nigerians, but you read a lot about Nigerians. You watch many of our basketballs. So my sister, if you're
Yeah.
going to address this question, what do you think is the biggest reason why Nigerians fall for Ponzi schemes?
I think for me, the fundamental thing for me is greed. For me, I don't even believe in the concept of poverty. I don't think that's an excuse. There's other countries that, you know, have poverty. To keep using the excuse of poverty that you can't see what's in front of you, does, to me, it's not an excuse. I think it's greed, because the reason why I say that is because, correct me if I'm wrong, I just watched quite a few media subjects and articles and podcasts about this particular issue. This is what I was told. Correct me if I'm wrong, Benno, but I was told that it was a case where they said that you can invest in an online platform, and I think it's crypto. Correct me if I'm wrong. And what I was told is that you can double your initial investment, return on investment, ROI, within 30 days. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's 30 days, a month, or 2 months. I'm going to ask the question, which investment doubles in 30 days? My mum, she invests, she has a financial advisor, which she touches in with every 6 months. And she has investments that have spanned decades. As in, what they tend to do is that with investments, when you do stocks and shares, they normally say to you to invest long term to get capital appreciation. So my mum has invested in stocks and shares over decades. So even investors, even entrepreneurs, people that started Amazon, they did not get rich overnight, i.e. 30 days. It takes time to accumulate wealth. So this kind of gimmick of, oh, you will double your money, I don't know how anyone can fall for that. It doesn't make sense to me, because that is a red flag to me when someone says to me, you can double 100% return on investment in 30 days. That's a red flag to me. So anyone that falls for it, I'm going to say you're greedy, because like I said, some investments are between 10 to 20 at 12%, 15% on investments. If you invest in the stock and shares, it's patience, consistency, and I just don't understand how you can be pulled into this mindset, get rich in 30 days. I'm going to be a millionaire. It doesn't make any sense to me.
money will start pouring from all over the place.
And another thing, sorry, I know you want to move forward, but another thing I will say, and I agree with you, is financial illiteracy, because you don't ask questions. Like, if someone comes to me, you ask relevant questions, due diligence. You never did that. You just heard, so, my friend's doing it, my friend's doing it, my friend's doing it, so I should do it. You don't ask the poignant questions. And I find it fascinating that, as I said, Nigerians are the most educated in the world, and yet we fall for schemes like this. It doesn't make it make sense. It doesn't make sense to me.
Hey, Simbi, over to you, Simbi. Thank God you are in Nigeria. Why do you think Nigerians fall for Ponzi schemes all the time?
Okay. Good evening, once more, boss. Good evening, real fam. So, yeah, I'm going to start by talking about my own experience. Mine was, I think I just finished NYC. I'm sorry, I'm talking about MMM now. I just finished NYC and I was job hunting. And then a so-called man of God was like, "Oh, there's this platform where you invest, and to double your money, you call someone, you pay into their account, they'll call you, they'll pay into your account." I was desperate back then. I didn't have a job, and I was like, okay, fine. If I continue to invest and invest, that means I can save enough money, establish a business. Basically, my dreams will come true. Do you know that in my head, Uncle Ben, I was riding my dream Jeep? I think back then it was this Honda Pilot that was in my head. Yes, so I'm serious. I was like, okay, I was calculating. So one thing I did was, whenever I get paid, I'll reinvest it. So I get double the amount. And then, hmm, and then after some months, I think the last money I invested was like 70K when it eventually crashed. And that was close to Christmas period. So any little thing I get, straight to MMM. Straight. And my pastor was so happy because he convinced me that some of his colleagues where he was working, that they bought lands. Some of them are already raising their house to Linton level. He was just, it was sweet talk. I was like, okay, fine. One, he's a man of God. And you know, Uncle Ben, you know how we can be now with men of God.
Yeah.
I trusted him completely, although I'm not saying it's his fault because I was gullible back then and I was desperate too. And I'm going to say a little bit greedy. But then, you know how Nigeria can be now. You graduate and there's no job.
Mm-hmm.
So, Uncle Ben, I wrote that jeep in my head. I built my bungalow, too self-contained with Uncle Ben. Like I was a landlady and a car owner. In my head, MMM was going to make me a big woman. But after MMM crashed, I fell into depression. It wasn't easy. I fell into depression, and that was when I vowed that I will never invest in any Ponzi scheme again. No matter how juicy you make it sound, no matter who you are, you could be a priest. If you come at me with that kind of talk,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell you to leave me alone. Respectfully, if you don't, then I'll give you basketballs.
Oh,
Because I know what I went through, and I know what it did to me mentally. And I love my mental health right now. And when when a friend talks about Cbex to me, I was like, okay, fine, give me their websites. Let me check them out. She was like, you don't need websites. Just bring your $100. I said, Madam, the $100 I have is not for investments. Okay, you know what? Fine. If you believe so much in this program, why don't you just invest for me? And then I'll pay you later. She was like, no, they don't do it like that. I said, sorry, I'm not interested. I don't have this money. And she stopped talking to me. Can you imagine? She
mm.
stopped speaking to me. So I was like, okay, good radiance to bad rubbish. Me, I don't have time for all these ones. I don't really do friends. So, halos. No, and all of that. So, um, hanging out with you, Uncle Ben, working with you, and then spending time with you and listening to you on all your lectures about financial education. It would be embarrassing if I told you that I invested in Cbex. You'll be disappointed in me. So, I mean, change my circle. I'm working for a very amazing boss. So, I mean, you have influenced my life positively. So, I cannot be that dumb to fall for that kind of scam. Let
Thank
me
you.
just stop here.
So, but if you look at the people, because you are in Nigeria, you're on ground. Shout out to Sister Natu. Sister Natu just the flex, the entire Nigeria, enter everywhere. I did jealous, so Sister Natu. Shout out to my sweet Sister Natu, and of course, shout out to my Sese. Hey, date night. See, if I no go finish you, this my sister. Well, thank you, everybody. So, Dr. Adana, I see you, my sister. So, CB, here's the thing. You live in Nigeria, you are right there with them. You saw everything that is going on now. In your own estimate, what do you think is responsible for the reason why Nigerians are falling for these Ponzi schemes? Like this CBEX, so now, what do you think is responsible for it?
Okay, a lot of people come with this whole talk of it's a trading platform. That's how they get to you. They tell you it's a trading platform. When you're skeptical about it and you start asking questions, they tell you no, it's a trading platform where you trade dollars and all of that. And then when you ask them details about it, they won't give it to you. They'll just tell you, they'll just show you messages. They have Telegram group, they have WhatsApp group, and they'll be showing you testimony, they'll be showing you receipts. Oh, this person withdrew this amount. Oh, he invested 5 million, he got 10 million. So they literally just give you only the good side of it. They don't tell you that there is a risk involved. And anything that has anything that sounds too good to be true.
Yeah.
It's just, yes, they just basically tell you the good part of it, and they will not tell you, oh, if you invest, maybe it might be a delay, or you can't get the entire money. And then they go ahead to tell you that you get benefits for referrals. If you bring 10 people, you earn this amount, and those 10 people bring another 10
Good.
people, they earn this amount.
Yeah.
Yes.
Commission.
So
They give
so
commission based on
basically,
who you think.
yeah, so basically it's greed. Get quick rich syndrome. I call it rich get rich quick syndrome. You want to make money overnight. Some people even said that when they invested, that they couldn't sleep.
All right. Thank
They
you.
started experiencing insomnia. They could not sleep at night because they were waiting to withdraw, $200 after investing $100 in 30 days. So
Only.
the basic thing there, sir, is greed.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Shout out to everybody. We're gonna read some comments now, because I know people are.
Everyone.
Uh,
Cbex actually paid people at first. That's how they fooled thousands at first. Cbex was paying users fast. Small withdrawals? No wala. People started trusting them, even referring friends. But what they didn't know was that those payouts were funded by new users. It wasn't crypto trading, it was just a digital Ponzi with a fancy website. Listen to what the Cbex user said after she can't able to withdraw her funds.
5 million is not a small something. See me, I'm in Shaggy.
oh my God.
You're laughing. That's someone's life, fool. You're laughing.
Honey babe, let me laugh. Let me laugh.
You know what's really funny, Benno? For me, Simbi, I'm really sorry to hear what happened to you. But even some of the things she said, it's in the UK, and I know you tell me if it's in the US. For someone to speak to you about any investment instrument, they have to be regulated. In the UK, it's by the Financial Services Authority. Correct me if I'm wrong, if I've got it wrong. So anyone that's talking to you about an investment will be able to sit you down, whether a face-to-face, a Zoom call, or whatever, and they would have that conversation because they are regulated and have been trained to talk about investment. The fact that Simbi is saying to me that it's someone, oh, this is what you do now, and is showing you a phone with a Telegram app. I beg, if that's not a red flag, I don't understand what isn't. Why would someone be showing you on a phone Telegram texts regarding investing? How does that make sense? So I think these people, it's like, for me, you didn't do your due diligence, because any investment, you have to be authorized to talk about it, especially in the UK. I can only talk about the UK. Simbi, I do understand. That's what I'm saying. I'm not in the UK. I do understand. And obviously, you've had that experience. You know not what to do. But I just feel that Nigerians are clever enough to know how to use the latest iPhone, to know how to go onto TikTok. It takes 2 minutes to Google crypto. It takes 2 minutes to Google, is this a legitimate investment? What is an investment? What is a short? What is a share? It doesn't take that long. Maybe I'm being harsh, but I think I can't give these people a pass when it's the latest iPhone, they know how to use it.
Right. All right. Thank you, honey babe. I saw your comment where you say Telegram is a red flag. Why did you say that?
Telegram, from what I know, most people that are on Telegram, there's a lot of so-called like right-wing people that use Telegram because you can get away with saying stuff, and because with WhatsApp and certain things, if you say certain financial things, they will block you. I know with Telegram, it's a lot of people like in America, a lot of the racists, blah 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 blah, they use Telegram.
Yeah, okay.
A lot of people that are into the whole SA, PORN kind of thing, they use that. So Telegram is a red flag to me. Because a lot of people that are doing doing deviant behavior, they use Telegram. Why didn't they use WhatsApp? Why didn't they use conventional texts? Why didn't they use conventional emails? That's all I'm saying.
All right. All right. Thank you. Thank you, honey babe. Now let's take this to the next level. We're gonna talk about how to avoid scams. And it's not gonna be funny. I see Sister Mario say, make I no laugh. Sister Mario, I go laugh. Our people deserve to be laughed. They deserve to be laughed at. I'm sorry.
You
All
don't laugh.
right. Give me just 1 second and then we will dive into the next segment.
Welcome to Trends Reality, your go-to channel for trending social political updates. Subscribe, like, and leave your thoughts in the comments.
So, how to avoid Ponzi schemes? I know there is no amount of explanation or education you can give to our people, and they will actually listen to you. They no go listen because we have so many factors working against us in Nigeria. Everything in Nigeria is not all about village people. Most time it's about people being greedy and not knowing what they are doing. So I've been preaching this for a long time for people who care to listen, and some of them do, some of them don't. But we're still gonna continue to educate our people. Digital Investment Platform, DIP, is one of the packages that comes with technological innovations. And these days that we live in the world of fintech, now there are several apps that are created for the purpose of trading in financial platforms. They will tell you, use this one to do crypto, use that one to invest in this, just too many fintech applications now. And the danger with it is that when you hop on a lot of this app, you don't even know who developed the app, where they are. All you know is that, oh, this app is fancy, it's serving me, blah blah blah. And then people will now come, oh, if you download this app, you put $5, it become $20 and all that. But I know Nigerians are still far away from that, so I'm just going to break it down one step at a time. If you have to avoid a scam, what are the things you should pay attention to? I jot this down. I use this for almost all the businesses that I've done. And for those who might get to see this show, there are other fancy names, fancy terminologies we use in financial management, but we don't even need all those terminologies right now. We just have to use simple terms that can get our people to wake the F up and stop fooling themselves. So, welcome, Uncle Patrick. Shout out to Uncle Patrick. Your Uncle Patrick say, I beg, make our people put their money under their pillow. That's what our grandparents do. No banking to avoid scamming. Welcome, sir. So basically, this is how I like to kind of like share my own idea with people. Use simple terminologies that you can relate with. Now, I've been doing businesses for as long as I can remember as a street boy. But you see these basic items that I highlighted on the screen right now. This is what has saved me millions upon millions, even when I did Nigeria. And even when I get to US here, these same tools, I call it investment assessment test. IAT. Now my own, na me developer for myself. It works for me all the time. When people introduce any business to me, when people say, oh, boy, let's do this, even if I'm the one who want to do the business myself, I still apply these same tools. So this might be a little bit kind of content we're creating today, but I pray by the grace of God, it will help a lot of people. Like I said, even here in America, they scam Oyinbo like say tomorrow no day. All those people losing millions to scammers in Africa, in Bangladesh and the like. These are educated people. Some of them went to Ivy League schools. Many of them are doctors. Sorry, my sister Adama, you be Omoibo, sister Adama. You go take before person go fit scam you. So anybody can be scammed if you are not aware of how to use these tools. So here we go. If you want to avoid being scammed with Ponzi scheme, the first thing you want to check is legitimacy. Honey Babe mentioned it already when she's talking now. You want to check legitimacy. This business you are introducing to me, is this business legal? Is this business registered? What are the rules and regulations guiding this business? You want to check if the business is legit. 2, you want to check identification. Okay, this business you introduced to me, who are the owners? Who is the CEO? Where is the physical location? Do they have an office? So when you are checking for their legitimacy and at the same time you are looking to identify their physical location as well as their digital footprint. A lot of people don't do that. Digital footprint. Many businesses these days, they always have digital footprint. So you check. How can I identify this business that you are talking to me, blah, blah, blah? I'll give you an example. I said something yesterday while we were looking into this Cbex thing. I said there are so many businesses that they are pondering now. They are peddling those business on social media. I can bet you, even you that you are in UK, Honey Babe, you would have seen this. Anytime you open your YouTube app, you will see some Nigerians ad that will tell you, hey, me and my husband, me and my wife, when we came to Canada, we suffer. We are working all the shift. We work around the clock. Nothing happened until I start this digital business. Since I start this digital business, see, I've collected check. See, check, this business pay me. Just click my link. I will show you. They will build them for you. It's so easy. You would have seen that advert. I don't know. Honey Babe, you saw it, right?
Yeah, but I normally don't. When it goes down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I quickly do it so that it doesn't do the full advert. Sorry. I don't let it run for long. Once it's 0 and I can skip it, I skip it.
Right. Who else have seen the advert I'm talking about now? It plenty. That is just one of them. Now, when I dig into that business, I'm not spoiling business for those who are, because a lot of Nigerians are in it. That's why I always avoid not talking about it. It's terrible. They have convinced a lot of Nigerians to do that business. And you see them, some of them, they are people you know. So it kind of make it difficult for you to speak about it, because it go be like, say, oh, you despoil my business, you are spoiling our business. So I try to avoid it, but because we are discussing about scam and this Ponzi scheme, that's why I'm bringing it back. When you ask them, where is this business located? Or you check it yourself. That business originated in Canada. Then when you check, who owns this business? You will see the name of maybe 2 brothers. When you check their digital footprints, they do a great job in cleaning up their digital footprints. They pay all these review platforms so that they can, if anybody go there, you leave negative review, they scotch it off. They try to embrace it. You see? So the moment I start having problem, identify what the business is. You say you are doing digital marketing, digital business. We can't put a finger on the business. The physical location is stranded in all kind of shadiness. So I quickly pull up. So if you want to avoid Ponzi scheme, start with the 2 things. Confirm the legitimacy. Are they recognized? Is this a legit business? Then check for identification. The next thing, look at the brands. Look, just check the brand. What kind of business is this? Your inner spirit will be telling you that something is off about this business. Okay, maybe you really can't figure it out with the branding. Then what is the object of trade? Honey babe, are you with me, my sister? Am I making sense?
Yes, sir. You're making sense.
So you ask, what is the object of trade? What product are they selling? If they are selling product, what services is this business all about? You ask. If they have product, good. It means you can measure it. You can at least see what they are producing. But if they are offering services, you are even more at risk with services. What type of services are they offering? After that, check regulations. That's God bless my honey babe. Honey babe mentioned it. In America here, almost all businesses are regulated. Oh, they don't burn you. Still, scammers still there. Is not that doesn't mean that there are no scammers. So, but at least to some extent, the businesses are regulated. So check regulation. This product that they are selling, what is government regulation about it? What are the laws? How do they operate? What guide says? After that, check some other conditions that are attached by government and see, is this business meeting those regulatory requirements? These are research you have to do on your own. You don't wait for words of mouth. Don't lay back and say, oh, make somebody come and tell me. It doesn't work like that. You do the research yourself. Remember, it's your money. Don't back by. You see all the people crying in Nigeria now. I can't even watch many of those videos because they are terrible. I lost money. I want to withdraw $200. I'm just like, what stopped you from doing your investigation? I've told you guys there before that Nigeria, we have one big problem. Nigeria is a place where this is an office where you can go and register a business or to go and seek information about a business or anything. This is the office. Nigerians, they will waka all the way from their house. They will get to in front of that office. They won't go inside. Rather, they will be looking for somebody who knows somebody inside the office. Or you will see some of the hustlers at the gate that will rush you when you come. Oh, hey, madam, what do you want to do? You want to register? You want to do this? Oh, I will do it for you. It takes, don't worry. In less than any time at all, Nigerians will just stay in front of the gate there. They won't go inside to go and seek first-hand information. No. Everything is digitalized now. Website. Government website will literally give you all the necessary information you need about a business. If a business is legit, the record will be will be on the government website. Here in Texas, we have office of the secretary of the state of Texas. On that website, you will see everything. So check regulations. Now, because in places like Nigeria, the officers, they are corrupt. So all these businesses now that are scamming Nigerians, they are all registered in Nigeria. They are registered without oversight. Once they pay them, tip this one, bribe that one, just go. Nigeria is a country of 200 million. Go scam as many people as you can. No, they look away. So you can check regulatory bodies and see that, okay, everything is in place. Then you move on to the next step. According to my assessment too. Risk. What are the risks involved in this business? This is where Nigerians failed the most. And not just Nigerians. A lot of people that fall into scam, this is where they fell into that trap. Risk. Number one, If somebody introduces business to you and they keep on talking about the ROI, return on investment, that's why I put the two together there. They keep on emphasizing what you are going to gain by investing in that business. If I'm introducing a business to you now and I started telling you, oh, honey babe, you know, there's this business that is online right now. Oh, it's very simple. You can just invest £1,000, and that £1,000 in 2 weeks, the £1,000 will give you £500, and then in 3 weeks, he give you this. I'm preparing your mind. So when they are introducing this business to you and they are preparing your mind, emphasizing on the benefit, the gains, the profit, the imaginary thing, just like Simbi said, you begin to see yourself driving Lamborghini. The moment they are telling you, honey babe, would you like to do a business where you invest £1,000 and in 2 weeks you get £500?
Yeah, but I know it's not possible. It's all dreamland, and I think that, you know, this is part of what I'm saying. If someone says to you, you can make 100% of your initial investment in 30 days,
yep,
it has to be a scam, because, like I said, even when you invest in the stock market, it takes decades. So, like I said, as soon as I see that, yes, I would like it, but I know it's not possible. I live in reality.
Yo, man of prestige, Mr. Dio, shout out to you, my brothers. This one, Cbex situation is just so crazy. So, guys, please, once they start telling you about what you stand to gain by investing in that business, and they go on and on and on, saying, oh, wow, the risk is so minimal. Oh, you get this, you get that. They will so overload you with positive information about the business that you will start thinking less and less of the risk involved. So for me, yeah, go ahead.
Can I say something? It's like, if someone is saying to you that, oh, you know, telling you that the performance is like this, ask them, can you give me a detailed illustration of that performance? And if it is legitimate, they should be able to. Like I said, I have, my mum has a financial advisor. He's regulated in the UK. Anything that he advises my mum to invest, he would give her a detailed illustration. And obviously you can't predict the future, but he would give her a chart of previous performance of that particular investment instrument. You can ask, can you give me an illustration on past performances? Any investment is at risk. So obviously he can't predict the future, but you can do your due diligence and ask questions like that.
Yeah. So now they tell you so much about the reward, the benefit, how this is going to make your life better, how you're just going to sit at home, the money will just be rolling in, how you don't have to do so much. And then you forget to ask about the risk, because now they have been able to focus your attention towards return on investment. They have loaded you with as many information as possible that the only thing you think about now is how fast you can put the money in the business and you will start raking in a lot of profit. But then I'm going to emphasize risk more as we're going to continue with this topic, even in subsequent show. Risk. Me, for one, I'm not a millionaire. Like I've always say, America, you can't be millionaire. All of us still the hustle. But I have been able to save myself a lot of stress. I've been able to save myself a lot of disappointment. I've been able to protect my money by focusing my attention on risk. Any business at all, no matter what you're telling me, I'm looking at the risk. Now, when it comes to Ponzi scheme, because it is one thing for you to listen to someone who is trying to pitch a business on you, but it is another thing for you to identify if the business they are introducing to you is actually a Ponzi scheme. You get what I'm saying right now, honey babe, right?
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, exactly. I mean, to me, a Ponzi scheme is when they're saying to you that you need to introduce a certain amount of people. That's a Ponzi scheme. It's multi-led, something, multi-led, whatever it's called. But that alone should tell you that, ding, ding, Ponzi scheme.
Yeah. Multi-level marketing.
Yeah, that's it. Sorry, I had the multi-level. Thank you.
So now the way you get to identify a Ponzi scheme is simple. Number one, as you are assessing the risks surrounding the business, shift your attention to the last item on my IAT, my investment assessment test. Just shift your attention to that. Know the customers. You know, in banking as well as in many businesses, they call it KYC, know your customers.
Know
That
your
is
customer.
for those who are running business and they want to get to know their customer, they call it KYC. But for you, as somebody that they were trying to pitch a business for, as somebody they were trying to convince to invest in a business, what you have to do is know the customer. It's called KTC. In other words, you want to know who are the customers of this business. The moment you can figure out the customers of that business and how they get those customers, then you have your answer. That's how you get to know if this is a Ponzi scheme or not. So here it is. I'll give you an example. As you're evaluating the risk, you now shift your attention to the KTC. And you were like, okay, who are the people who have invested in this business before? That's where you get to see many people when they start. They say, oh, they pay me, oh, I cash out, oh, they don't pay me, they pay me. That is how they get a lot of Nigerians. They will make a post and then all their group, all their team members, they will hop on the post giving fake testimonies. Now, when you get to see the people who are the customers, then ask yourself, how did these customers find out about this business and join the business? If the customers can tell you that, oh, thank God to my sister introduced me to the business. Oh, thank God my friend actually brought this business to us. So look, there is one that is actually going on now in among Nigeria community, and it's dangerous. I'm sorry, Uncle Patrick, please forgive me, because I know as a man of God there are some things we are not supposed to be saying when you are on the show. Make no verse. The one they are doing now, they are using church now to scam people into Ponzi scheme. If you don't know, currently now many people are losing money both in the US and in everywhere. One, they go on like that as I'm speaking with you right now. One is ongoing now.
But how do you not notice that's a Ponzi scheme? Because why was my mum's investment manager go to a church to recruit his clients? Just the fact that they're getting influencers, bloggers, and church people, it's a red flag to me. It's a Ponzi scheme. How would church people be recommend? They don't. A church person tell you about investment. It doesn't make sense to me.
That's the point. So please listen. When you do your KTC, know the customers, and you get to see the customers who are actually claiming, oh, I invest in this and I'm getting paid. Then ask, how did you guys get to know about this business? You know, many business we ask you, how did you find out about us? You too, as an individual, you can use that same tool in order to protect your money. Ask question. Oh, how did you know about this business? Oh, my auntie introduced me. My brother introduced me. My friend introduced me. Oh, it's in our church. Oh, this pastor came. He brought some people, and then they told us about the business. What they are describing to you is multi-level marketing. That is multi-level marketing in the simplest term. In the easiest way. The moment my auntie tell me to do it, my uncle bring here, this one bring him. That is the first thing. Okay, maybe, just maybe, of course, people will hear about business from somebody now. There are many churches now that they do seminar all the time, and then they introduce them to things. So there is still a thing like that. You really can't put your finger on it that, oh, This is MMMO. That is when you move on to the next level of know the customers. Now, pay attention. When you see anything that sounds like, oh, if you introduce your brother, you actually get $10 in return. Oh, if you bring somebody, when those person bring another person, you know, when we share the profit, this commission come to you. Hey, run, oh. Only babe, I don't know. Am I making sense to you, my sister?
You're making sense, because like I will refer it back to my business. I go to a lot of networking events. I've got my TikTok, my YouTube, my LinkedIn, my Facebook investor group. People will obviously talk of mouth. Anyone that wants to speak to me, we have a discovery call. We have a conversation. What are you looking for?
Exactly.
At the same time, I'm obviously talking about my business. I will always emphasize, do your due diligence. I am registered on the government website under anti-money laundering. I'm registered with Company House. I'm registered with indemnity insurance. I'm registered with the estate agent scheme. I'm registered. Do your due diligence. Don't listen to me. I implore people to do their due diligence on any business, and I would tell any potential customer. So I think the issue for me is that you shouldn't take anyone at face value. Or like I said, for me, if an influencer is now, bragging about a business, you have to question it. Because for me personally, speak to the person in the business. Are they certified? Have a conversation with them. Do they make sense? Give me any illustrations. Can I see numbers? Can I see past reviews of past customers? What are the ROI? It sounds too good to be true. What are they buying and selling? Because if you're saying that you invested money, does this business add value? How does it make its profit? Ask those questions. In this particular one, no, they weren't actually buying and selling. It was numbers on a screen and everybody was duped. No one asked the poignant question, how did it make money? Everyone was duped into, oh, my sister, my brother, my goat, my cat is doing this thing. No one asked the question, how did it actually make money? And that's the question that people should be asking.
They don't. So please, when you see that there is an offer, there is a commission they will give you when you refer people, be careful. That is how multi-level marketing usually started. Okay? Pyramid. Now, the reason it's called pyramid be that, oh, you bring one person bring another person, they will be under you. They bring person, this one, they under you. Then the more people they bring, you will be going up, you'll be growing up,
Uncle Ben, they call them downlines. Like for example, now if I bring you and two other people, you're my downline.
Downline.
No, isn't it upline? Because I've been introduced to a Ponzi scheme before. It's upline. My upline. I need to speak to my upline. They and what they do, they meet in all these places in London, and then you're not allowed to tell anybody. They never tell you the actual business. They show you a webinar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then you have to do a joining fee. I've seen it. I know it all. And it's a recommendation of a recommendation, and they're always on Telegram. They do it in the UK as well. It's just that here it's not. You can't do it. If you're found out, you'll be fined by the FCA and you'll get fined. But there's loads of Ponzi schemes going on in the UK. It's just that we shine our eyes a bit more. We're a bit, we kind of get it.
So please, my people, I know this is a very short show, but if you play this over and over again, it will help you. This is my own assessment too. For any business, all the business I've ever done, I always apply this too. When people introduce anything to me, more importantly, this is what I do. If you call me today now, say, Ben, this business deal, share you go do them. For my mind, I don't already apply this. That's what I do. I'm checking if it is legitimate. I try to see if I can identify the business, check the brand. Are other people doing this business? What are the object of trade? Do you produce product or it's a service? What are the business regulations about this business? What is the government saying about this business? Shout out to Man of Prestige. Man of Prestige say it's both downline and upline. That is what they do. Man of prayer, if I bring you in, you are in my downline and I'm your upline. So, and above all, please, my people, especially Nigerians and Africans at large, please have what we call business discipline. Have some set of principles that guide how you invest your money. Those core principles will save you a lot, and it will make you live a financially fulfilled life. Let me give you an example of mine. As I did like this, one of my principles is this: if you are going to introduce any business to me at all, the moment you tell me, oh, once you bring one person, you know, you will give you this, I'm gone. That's all I want to hear. I'm no longer interested in that business. Even up to contributions that we do. You know, this Ajo Adako, we do a susu, we do contributions where we Nigerians. I have a principle that guides me. I have a basic principle. Everybody develop your own. No? I'm just speaking of mine right now. Even when it comes to contribution, if you are not going to give me number 1, number 2, number 3, count me out. I ain't doing it. I've done a lot of contribution here. You know, Nigeria women now, they like contribution. My wife don't drag me, go do many contribution. But from the point when they want add me now, I go not tell them, babe, tell your people, will they give me number 1 or number 2? If they can't give me number 1 or number 2, if I manage wait until number 3, if they don't give me, I am not doing no. So say over the years, all the people where they organize contribution, they don't know me for here. There was this contribution I even joined them to share last year itself. They don't complete, they only need one person. It was 10 people, they don't deny. They need just one person. But because of the amount involved, you know, it's not easy. It's not everybody that can raise 500 or 1K to do contribution every month. So because of the amount involved, they not see person will go complete them. Now if somebody can recommend me, say, let's tell Ben now. Maybe Ben go do. The person where they recommend me, can't tell them, say, but if you're gonna bring Ben in, Ben go saying go won't collect number 1 or 2. Shay, are we ready for that sacrifice? They don't complete, they don't already pick number. They don't pick number from number 1 to 9. They need one person. When they told me, now I told them, say, well, if you're not gonna give me that number 1, 2, or 3, just count me out. They have to reshuffle the number and give me number 2. Yes, it's my principle. It's my principle. Allah could be say Uncle Ben want to be upline. My brother, I know they passed my boundary. There was this one we did one time. When they don't give me number 1, number 2 for like 3 times. Abi? No, they give me like 2 times. When it reached the 3rd time, you know Nigeria now. I say, Uncle Ben, Shebi, you know, Mr. Ben, you collect 1 and 2 before. Now, this one where we want to do, just collect like maybe number 7 now. I tell my wife, say, babe, wanna cut me out of that contribution. I know they do. That is I play. When they reach the day they won't do the first one, I know Chris said money. Oh, you pay this money? No, but why time the coordinator come? I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not doing. If you people will not give me my regular number. But you know, women make it not be like saying na me go scatter meeting. Now my wife tell them say me they no worry, me they worry. Say she go pay my own joy her own. Now she do the whole contribution. She I no gree put. She could come get patient. My wife, if you do contribution, if you say you go give her and the last one, she ready? Well, not me. Give me my money sharp. Not be me go contribute. I join money. He go reach number 6. Somebody don't carry money. He don't jackpot. Hey, ni ratio. No verse, honey, babe. I'm simply saying that we no go see trouble. Una walk no go bonfire. We do contribution in over 5 or 6. Somebody carry money.
Uncle Ben, people have still not learned their lesson. This thing is still happening as you and I speak. There are people that are still
Really?
making away with people's money. Yes.
Yeah.
They'll be like,
Oh,
"Oh, I'm sorry. It's sickness, it's accidents. People supposed to understand now. Be sensitive. Don't be
Ah,
mean. Don't
mm,
be rude." That's how they make. That's how
ah,
they go with your money.
yeah.
wow.
Mr. Badria, Mr. Dio said, I never had luck with contributions until my wife came into the picture. She's the one doing it on my behalf, and we never lost a dime to date. But when I was alone doing it back then, it wasn't so. No. Please, even though this is sounding like very funny, Uncle Patrick said, I like this, I like the principle. Uncle Patrick, that is how I protect myself, because it might sound harsh, but listen to me. Do you pick money on the road? Do money come to you so easily? For me, I work my butt off to get every dime where I don't ever get for my life. Think, people, we're all different. That's why you see me, I always say, na me and God all the way. I not get person where they give me shishi. That is why from age 12 till I reach as I did now, I've always learned to hustle all by myself. I know they rely on anybody at all. Even this let's borrow, let's get credit card is one of the reasons why it's not my style. Because money don't come easy. I have been used to working my butt off to make my money. So every dime that I have, I am always trying to secure it. I'm sorry. So my
But it's good though.
My sister.
Because it's not easy when people like that lady that I don't know if you showed her, the lady that said she worked in Libya. It must be really paining her now. And I think she borrowed from her, I don't know, her neighbors. To know that you went to another country and worked for that money and you lost it because of bad decisions.
Just like that.
I don't know how she sleeps at night. She obviously is not. But I do feel bad. But man, I mean, choices that you make. And what Simbi said in terms of people are still falling for it. I saw a YouTube channel where people were talking about Cbex a month ago, saying it's a Ponzi scam, and there was people insulting that lady. People that had at that time were happy. Now they've gone back on the platform and they're now saying you were correct. I heard that. I think I saw your description saying that people thought it was part of the Chinese Beijing exchange, whatever. According to what I heard, they did a statement a while ago saying we are not affiliated with this scheme. Nigerians still didn't listen. So as much as we feel bad, man, the writing was on the wall.
My honey babe, don't mind our Niger people. This thing is
Uncle Ben,
I feel bad for them. I can't feel bad for them. I just can't.
Yes, Simbi.
I didn't even say this one. There's this family friend of mine. When I told him, I said, my gut is telling me that this is a Ponzi scheme. He was like, we have two Cbex, the fake one and the original one. And I just ended the call and I started laughing. I was like, oh, you're trying to convince me. Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, but what's interesting, the real one is not affiliated with this Ponzi scheme. They made a statement months ago because they knew that they were using their name. And they said, please be careful, it's a scam. Nigerians did not listen.
Yeah, exactly, Sister Marriott. Some of those people will fall for another one. Not be some, almost all of them will fall because Nigerians are gullible. It's so easy to trick Nigerians. Wow. I said something yesterday, and shout out to you, Uncle Patrick, for at least allowing me to speak my mind freely as a man of God, sir. I said something yesterday that if you imagine how easy it is for a pastor, someone who claims to be pastor, to stand on the pulpit and tell people, oh, the Lord told me there are 200 people of you now who can bring 10,000 naira. The Lord said, bring it right now. I see the Lord blessing you. Like play, you go see Nigerians stand up to go and drop that 10,000 naira. and they never ask questions. Don't get me wrong. Everything works based on principles. Okay. There are times that you answer altar call like that. If God ministered to you, touch you, say, do it, and it works. But then you will also know that this pastor or man of God is speaking from a place of spirit. Something will be going on, but that is a conversation for another day. All I'm just saying is that if it is so, why do you think we have a lot of pastors in Nigeria? It's because it's so easy to convince Nigerians to do things without some of them thinking twice. Yes. They will never question it. That's the problem.
I think it's because that Nigerians, I'm sorry to say this, we move like sheep. We follow what other people are doing.
Exactly.
And that's what people did regarding this. They followed what they didn't think. They were like sheep. Literal sheep.
One time I follow one of my person go church one time. You know this thing they do where pastor pray, they touch your head, you start doing you fall or you stagger, you do everything. And in Nigeria church, when they see you come like that, you are new. There is tendencies that the pastor go see vision for you. In some churches, so not all churches. Or they go do some miracle. Now, so they say, okay, new people that come to the church for the first time, stand up. I stood up. They say, okay, come out. The pastor want to pray with you. We all came out. Now, so the pastor start, oh, I touch you. This one goes scatter. I told you. He reached my turn. He touched my head. I dey look at why. He put I dey look at there. Then the ushers, when he pushed the third, the usher they begin to drag me back. I removed my hand. I stood there. The man of God finally gave up. He prayed for us. We went back to our seat. Did you know that the person who invited me go there was angry with me? The person was mad with me. Like, Ben, need lati gbadura gan. It be like say the spirit that are disturbing you, they are many. Even when man of God was praying for you, touching you, the spirit cannot even enter you. I tell her, say, which spirit people they follow you up and down? I grew up in Cherubim and Seraphim. I say this all the time. When we talk about spirituality, I grew up seeing how spirituality works. If the spirit want to touch you, the spirit go enter you, you go know. There is a way you pray. You get how you go pray. You will get to a realm that you know that there is a presence in this place where I'm praying. Let's call it what it is. The next time the person won't go to church, you don't even call me again. Myself, I sit down for my house. Instead, I'm telling you, my wife knows me. My wife now, all this, may we pray. My wife knows, if they say that they do crusade, that they do something, my wife knows I go ask question. That crusade better make sense before you see me there. She knows. And she accepts me the way I did. If you that crusade must make sense. Not be say, oh, this pastor came from Nigeria, he's doing a crusade. You can't want me, Ben. Make I enter my motor, they drive, they go. Pastor came from Nigeria, he's doing crusade. What problem should the pastor come from Nigeria in the first place? The place the pastor is coming from, why he never deliver them for where they come from? I'm sorry. It's not as maybe I'm against the man of God, but I'm just simply letting you know that as Nigerians, you are supposed to ask questions, ask some things. That same mentality we carry, they take do like sheep, like for church. Oh, man of God say, now that same principle is what they are using to scam Nigerians right now.
Definitely.
It works 100% of the time. Authority. And as we rounding up now, because it's almost 1 hour 30 minutes already. Let me give you this last clue. People not gonna like this, but I will say it because this actually cost me one of my best friends that I loved. That I don't text Antaya, I don't call Antaya now. He's not picking my call. I still, maybe I will send my younger brother to go find out for house. He's my best friend. When I marry, because this story is so close to me, when I got married, the Toyota Camry that we use, me and my wife, where we use, now this my friend, now I go bring the Camry come. That's how close we are. And we've been friends since 1999, since I started diploma. So listen to what I want to tell you now, because this cost me a very good friend. And not be say we fight. All those businesses they are introducing in Nigeria that they are telling you they are foreign business, digital platform. When you research them and you can trace their origin, first it go to London, then it bounce all the way down to South America. Run.
Yeah.
Honey, babe, you understand what I just said, right?
I get what you're saying. Like I said, do your due diligence. Because like I said, even in the UK, and you've testified to that, there is Ponzi schemes going on. There's definitely, and I get a lot of people saying, oh, let's do this business, let's do that business. I laugh. Yes. There's a lot going on. So it's not just in Nigeria. It's just at the level of education. We know it's a Ponzi scheme, so we say no. That's the only difference.
Please, when you are doing your due diligence, especially when you start looking at legitimacy and regulation, this thing I have on the screen, if you want me to share it, I will even share it in the group. It's my own style. It works for me 100% of the time. It's not just something that I cooked up. It's basic principle that I use. It's not complex. When you start digging into the legitimacy and regulations of a business in Nigeria or anywhere, and that business, once you first put on for Google, you see, say it pop up, say the location is in London, United Kingdom. And then you start digging further, then you start seeing, oh, the business was headquarters in Peru, in Colombia, in something. Those are South American countries. Run! Don't look back.
Benal, can I say a quick thing? I do blame the people being scammed, because at the end of the day, even in the UK, yes, there's lack of enforcement, but the government can't force you to not to be stupid. And I say that in a diplomatic way. If you can't put all the accountability onto the enforcement. They can only do so much. I know that Nigerian government don't do much, but at the end of the day, in the UK, we have enforcement, but you still have to borrow brain. So the responsibility is you as the end user to do your due diligence. And if you're scammed, then I'm sorry, that's your choice. You can't blame it on enforcement. So I think that to now give people a pass for being silly, I don't think that's the right thing to do.
I see what my sister Marriott is saying right now, which is key, and it's going to be part of our conversation tomorrow. You remember when we did a show here, Simbi, you should remember this one. And I said, I'm just waiting for something. Say the moment that thing click, I don't pack my load, I don't go Nigeria. I said, yes, the type of money I'm looking for, I can't make that type of money in the US. Now Nigeria, if you make that money, make I know.
Yes, sir, you mentioned.
There is a reason for that.
Yeah.
You remember that, Donnie, babe?
Yeah, I remember.
Yes, sir.
Reason why
very recently now.
Yes, there's a reason why I said that. And I just want to make reference to what Mr. Marriott put in the chat right now.
No, I'm looking at it as well.
Don't blame the people getting scammed. Blame the lack of enforcement to discourage the scammers. The thing is that there is a lot of porosity in Nigeria law enforcement. In fact, the law enforcement, they are even the one that we enable scammers to scam Nigerians. In Nigeria,
allegedly.
I'm not doing that. This is not on social media. You see me, not let me verse. So.
But the thing is, in the UK, we have a lot of, like, if I make a bank payment, I'm with a bank in the UK on my app. Anytime I make a transfer, it tells you about, are you sure you want to make this payment? Have you been pressured to make this payment? Be aware there's scams. I get that, all of us in the UK, we get that message anytime we do bank transfers, because we signed up to a legislation where we're very serious about scams. Exactly. But what I'm saying is that it's for me, sorry, but Benal, it's for me to borrow brain. Because at the end of the day, even with all that literature, all that education, you're still going to get scammed if you make the wrong choice. So you can't put all the pressure on enforcement. You still have to borrow brain. And yes, in the UK, people are prosecuted for scams. There's loads of property scams. I've heard a lot. I'm in property now. There's loads of property scams. There's loads of enforcement investigating a lot of people doing investment scams in property. There's scams everywhere, and you can't stop that. But yes, there is enforcement, but you still need to borrow brain.
Yep, that is it. Thank you, Sister Maria, for pointing all that out. Nigeria is like a safe haven for scammers. I showed you guys the list yesterday, and I'll bring it back tomorrow where we're having our second show. The list of companies that have scammed Nigeria on digital platform, it was inexhaustible. Plenty. How many of them have gone to jail? EFCC. Who are the people you see EFCC? EFCC arrest. Have you seen them prosecute any one big person that's scammed? Even the government themselves, your are they not even scamming the people?
But what about in America? Look what happens where they literally did insider trading. So it's not just in Nigeria. Look what they just did less than a week ago. That's a scam where you found out insider information and you've made billions.
A scam, yes.
It's another scam
all the time. So remember,
everyone's a fraudster.
Remember, I also say it right here on this platform. I said, okay, I give Tinubu credit, but he's not doing so much. And then I said, before I can take any president seriously in Nigeria, now when one president come, I immediately the president begin build prisons.
Yes, you mentioned.
Remember? Mark my word.
Yes, I remember.
When somebody comes, I want to fix Nigeria.
Why not the economy? Have proper economic.
No.
Why prisons? I don't get. Please enlighten me.
I will explain briefly. If you grew up, you hustle in Nigeria, Mr. Dayo and everyone in Nigeria, they will know what I'm talking about now. Our problem in Nigeria is corruption.
Hey.
The Nigerians in the 80s, Uncle Patrick, Mr. Dayo, those are the ones that can relate.
Okay.
In the 80s, up to early 90s, Nigeria was booming.
Yeah. My mom was telling me.
You feel me?
Yeah,
Nigeria started headed down the drain the moment corruption begin to spread like epidemic.
I agree with that. I get it. Yeah.
As we are right now, if they open Nigeria book, if you saw the amount of money they have spent on all kinds of infrastructures, all kinds of projects, everything, you go shock. Those money ends up in people's pocket. All these scams we are saying now.
Yeah.
Every time I say, oh, now Chinese people, the Chinese people just get up from their country and land in Nigeria and say they want to scam Nigeria. There is a Nigerian, there are a couple of Nigerians that actually tell them that come. What are you telling me? The other time, EFCC bust one place in Lagos. Guess who were there scamming people online?
Niger.
No! Chinese people. Oh, you did.
Really?
We did the show here.
I must have missed it.
Chinese, Indian, all these people, they were the one. They sit in Nigeria and they were scamming people abroad. Now, when
I agree with that. Yeah.
When you trace the digital footprint, it lands in Nigeria. What would you gonna say? You say, "Oh, Nigerians are scammers," Abi.
But no, I agree with that. I nearly got scammed. Like someone called me about because I'm with Vodafone in the UK, and I remember I was working and I got distracted. It was an Asian lady. And if I wasn't, I didn't caution myself. She said that she's going to send me a pin and I need to read it back to her. I quickly said, no, they wouldn't call me. They wouldn't call me and put the phone down. Luckily, I checked myself because I was distracted because I was working. But that I needed, that's happened to me. So I do get what you're saying. The problem is with Asians, they're not loud, but they do scam. They're not as loud as Nigerians. That's the only difference.
So my sister, the reason I said anybody that want to fix Nigeria will start building prison is because if Nigeria is going to be better, what is our population now? We are over 200 million.
Really?
At least.
Really?
More than 3 million Nigerians will be in jail. I'm telling you. If you really want to fix Nigeria, that 3 million save the number still small, because right now almost all Nigerians, not all, oh, there are still some good Nigerians, oh, but majority of the folks out there now, they are ready to scam you if you let down your guards. So
can I ask you a question? Once you do that, what's the next? If you do that, what's the next thing you would do after?
Honey babe, even before, just hear me, even before the new president, we've built the prison to 90 level. Corruption don't disappear for Nigeria. In fact, if the new president said, okay, we are going to build 3 maximum prison in each state in Nigeria.
Yeah.
3 times 36 states plus Abuja, 3 times 37 states. Do the math. That's almost 100 plus prison, right?
Well, yeah.
By the time he laid the foundation for the first prison, corruption don't disappear for Nigeria. I'm telling you. You know why? Okay. Nigerians are very scary. They are scared. When they say, this is the consequences of what I do, I will go jail. Nigeria not go put their hand. Is it not the same we Nigerians that were Nigeria? Is it not the same us that are living in London, living in US? Yeah. And we are not committing crime?
We are obeying was we, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Although there are still 1 or 2 Nigerians that might commit one crime here and there. But look at the big picture. In the US right now, we have over 3 million plus Nigeria in the US. Go and check. You will see that everybody is going to work, they are hustling, going to school, doing business. Only few, maybe 0.5% are the one you might see that are committing those fraud. You see what I'm saying?
I agree. I get what you're saying.
The moment a president come into Nigeria and he say, you know what? President, yeah. And the president come like this, he summon 1 or 2, 3 politicians for jail. Bam! He don't finish. All Nigerians know they do crime again. I swear to you.
Yeah.
You will see.
I think the fear, it's the same way that people are fearful of this going to El Salvador and all that stuff. Fear will catch Nigerians if they saw what Trump is doing and it happens similar to what into Nigeria. People will fear. I get what you're saying.
Look, my sister, China was once as bad as Nigeria. Because
I can understand that.
Did you read when the moment China came up with that law that if we catch you with corruption, now we go buy you. If you do drug, we catch you with drug, you are gone. What happened to China? So that is our problem in Nigeria. Anytime I listen to these people that speak a lot of grammar about how to fix Nigeria, when you look at the economic growth, you move this index, you move that index, I'll just be like, the year I won't worry. You are blowing nonsense grammar. Our problem is right there facing us. Corruption is our problem.
Yeah, I do agree. Totally. And that's why, because sorry, I know you're leaving. Another thing that kind of triggered me is that corruption is our problem. 90% of the people that invested knew it was a Ponzi scheme. They didn't care. They wanted to cash out. What doesn't affect them, they don't care about, but it did catch them. So I think that's the problem. There's an innate issue with us.
Yeah, shout out to you, Luke. Let me just say something about this comment that Luke just made. Now, I saw Brother make similar comment earlier too. Let me quickly address that and then we'll be back tomorrow. You see, Luke, statement like this is the reason why those MMM are thriving. Look, I get what Luke and Uncle Dayo are saying. Luke said, MMM no scam me, I was past them. This is the problem. You know why?
That don't make sense.
Because you are smart, you were able to cash out before they pack up. You think you are smart. But did you know because you invested, you have indirectly encouraged maybe 50 people to invest. And these 50 people, they are not as smart as you.
But can I say something? Why would you invest in a scam? I mean, in the UK, I think you would be prosecuted because why would you make money out of someone else's misery? Because that money that they've paid to you has been taken from 2 other people. You understand? Underneath. I'm sorry, I can't make money with someone else's misery. It's a scam and you invested in it, and someone else is going to reap the benefit of losing their money. I don't understand why you would make that choice.
Here's the thing. To people who invest and cash out, they don't see it as a scam. They see it as a business. I'll give you an example. Soccer betting. Soccer betting is in UK. Soccer betting is in Nigeria. People bet all the time. And one thing in soccer betting is that the money you think you are winning, that money is coming from another person's loss. And in soccer betting, the house always win. Whether you stake or you stake this, you stake that, the house always wins. So for Nigerians, the mindset right now is that Omo, make a quick enter, because that's how Ponzi scheme work. If you quick enter, you quick cash out. Now the people that enter, those that enter later, those are the ones that will cry. But the reason I'm addressing this for Luke is that it's a Ponzi scheme. Simply let people know that this is Ponzi scheme. Because you are smarter, if you do it, you are now encouraging other people
to do deviant behavior, because this is the problems. If people you know, great guy Luke and everything, but I just think that if people encourage this type of behavior, we're never going to change our mindset. And that's the reason why people are duped into Ponzi schemes. I think that people should see a Ponzi scheme and say, you know what, I'm not going anywhere near it. There's other ways to make money.
Exactly.
And for you to feel that the only way you can make money is through a Ponzi scheme, I don't know. I think that some people need to educate themselves about, you know, making money other ways.
Yeah, you know, one time when I spoke about crypto, I said it here publicly that I trade crypto. I still check my crypto this morning as I follow you talk now. But you would have heard me tell people that I will never show you how to trade crypto. First time I see people pick offense like, that is wickedness now. But you have to listen to the reason. I don't teach people crypto is because I knew how much I
lost. Don't do it. Just don't do it, because if you do it, they will blame you. I just want to say something. Samalu says that Forex trading, no, it's not a scam, because I know people that do it. I work with traders that do foreign exchange trading. It's not a scam. It's proportional risk. You can, you know, it's proportional risk. If you're silly, it's proportional risk. And I think people need to educate themselves on certain trading instruments. You can't compare Forex trading to the Ponzi scam. It's two different things. No. And this is the misunderstanding. People need to educate themselves on foreign exchange dealing. I work in investment banking, so I know what I'm talking about.
Honey babe, here is the thing. I think I know what Samolu is saying. Here in America, in places like UK, Forex is a legit business, regulated.
Totally. Yeah, you buy and trade, you buy and sell.
In Nigeria, my sister, in Nigeria, Forex is a scam. You know, I was saying something earlier.
I'm gonna keep
I said I'll advertise it tomorrow. Forex is the reason I lost that my very good friend that I'm still looking for him, because I'm missing him.
But I think the problem is that people want to get into foreign exchange, and you know, I always say this: investing in yourself is the best investment. You need to educate yourself in Forex. I would never go into Forex because it's complex, and I don't want to. I feel that I wouldn't understand the complexities.
It's you,
and that's why I'm saying that if you're going into Forex and you educate yourself and you lose, again, I'm all about accountability. That's on you. You did not educate. Not everything is for everybody. Foreign exchanges. I know traders. They educate themselves for it. They're regulated. They go through the trading professional exams. You have to educate yourself. And if you now decide that you want to do foreign exchange and you lose, why? It's on you.
Yeah,
it's on you. That's what I'm gonna say.
The thing is, in Nigeria, and I will say it again. I don't give an F however people in Nigeria feel about this.
Yeah.
Don't do Forex in Nigeria.
I agree with that. But I'm saying that it's a legitimate
let me clear this.
Yeah.
Don't
it's a legitimate investment vehicle. It is. In the UK, that's all I would say. In the UK.
Exactly, in the UK. My thing is, if you live in Nigeria, don't do Forex. So. No matter how they paint it for you, no matter how they sell it to you, don't do Forex. This Cbex is a form of Forex. So It's not like Ponzi scheme.
Crypto, isn't it? It was based on crypto.
Yeah, in real sense of Ponzi scheme. Oh, this one is forex. Oh, is we trade for you, we do that for you. Please, if you live in Nigeria, don't invest your money. Don't do it. Or everything they are selling to you in Nigeria is lies. They are selling you lies.
Marriott, no, not every investment is a Ponzi scheme. Don't say that.
You say
There's
what?
a lot of investments that are legitimate and are regulated. Don't say that any investment is a Ponzi scheme. That's not correct.
Are you saying to me?
No, I think Marriott is saying that any investment is
no,
like a Ponzi scheme.
no. When they talk, they are talking about Nigeria. I think
that's everything Nigeria. I'm talking about investment in anywhere. You just have to do your due diligence anywhere. It doesn't have to necessarily be just in Nigeria.
Basically, the purpose of this show right now is because of Nigerians. Nigerians are the one who are losing real bad now, and it's pitting. So that's why we are kind of relating.
Okay, sorry, I got it wrong, Sister Marriott. I thought you meant any.
Yeah, that's why we are relating it to Nigeria. People are losing money massively in Nigeria, and it's very painful. They don't make this money easily in Nigeria, and that is where the lack of
financial. Do you not have financial advisors in Nigeria?
Oh, honey, babe, you grew up in UK. You can never understand this thing, and that is why
you can't understand, ma. You will not understand. Thank God you're in the UK.
No, the reason I'm saying that Nigeria is not that primitive. Come on, man. You're telling me that you don't have insurance, you don't have mortgages, you don't have financial advisors. Really?
Hear me out, honey, babe. That's why. Where you are on platform like this, where you have a lot of Nigerians and Africans, sometimes you have to be careful how you deliver some messages because they will receive it wrongly.
Yeah,
reason is this.
Yeah,
things are done in Nigeria way differently than you can ever imagine.
I know.
What a lot of people know about Nigeria is what they get to know on movies and social media. If you are on ground in Nigeria, you really live in Nigeria, you're on ground in Nigeria, you will know that what they are selling for you on movies and social media is nothing compared to what is going on the ground. So
I understand, but I'm thinking that, are you telling me there's no legitimate means to invest in Nigeria? There's no financial instrument. I just find that quite sad. How do we put money back into Nigeria if we don't want to invest in it?
Honey, babe, I will tell you this, and I will tell people who are listening. There is no legitimate way to invest money in Nigeria. Look my eye. Okay. Let me make it good. Quote me anywhere. I will say
there's no hope.
So good with what we have in Nigeria. There is nothing like a legitimate investment in Nigeria.
Really? Okay, what about property? Everyone's going into property.
Go, honey, babe. We'll go talk later. I know you can understand.
No problem.
Yeah, it will always be getting you somehow. You can never relate with it. We feel the pain. When we are saying it, if you just like it, we take it like what is this person saying? This is a fact.
Because I'm trying to think about the positives that is there, invest in Nigeria.
Honey babe, right now, forget whatever positivity you are thinking about.
Okay,
Nigeria is not a safe place to invest. Every investment in Nigeria is a risk. You know why?
Okay.
Corruption. No regulation. No law and order.
Dr. Dana, are you telling me to stop it?
I have seen people who legitimately bought lands, build houses, and they will destroy it. Have you not seen that? I've
seen a lot of things. I'm trying to be positive about Nigeria, that even with this, there's legitimate, but you're telling me no, everything is a risk. I'm happy to be corrected. I apologize, guys, but I'm trying to see the positive. No risk here.
You see, I'm already even getting angry at talking about it.
Please, Benno, don't be angry with me.
No, I'm not mad at you. It's telling me that you really can't see what we are saying.
I see, but I'm trying to be, I'm always I try to put a positive.
No. Don't be Nigeria right now. The people who lost their money right now, some of them go soon buy themselves.
I know, and I know it is sad. I'm not laughing at that, but I don't know. But the thing is, yeah, go on.
They did merger and acquisition in Nigeria banks. Anybody who work in Nigeria banks, come and tell me I'm lying. When they did merger and acquisition in Nigeria banks, those banks started raising fund through stocks. They were selling shares. At that time,
yes.
I wasn't even as this educated. I was still in the university at the time. I told those who care at the point that don't invest. Even my auntie husband that raised me, you know, I told you my auntie raised me. Yes. Her husband, Papa, I even told Papa, no put a dime into this bank. But in Nigeria, once they
regulated bank, this is a regulated bank.
Honey, babe, you can't get it. We'll see tomorrow.
sorry.
We'll see tomorrow.
No vex, no, sorry.
Sorry, seriously, it's annoying. That is why when you see me talk about money, and I start talking about being aggressive with your money, and I start talking about don't give an F about anything when it comes to your money, it's because of what we've seen in Nigeria. If you work, honey, babe, this one where you they talk. Try go invest your money in Nigeria. Bring all the education you have, my sister. All your certificate where you get for London. Bring it. Go to Harvard. Bring it. Go and invest in Nigeria. Let's see how it goes.
Is it that bad? No, okay. Sorry.
Thank you.
That bad. Thank you very much. Wow.
We're going to continue this conversation tomorrow.
Trying to be positive about our beautiful country. It is well, everybody. Please, nobody should be upset. I'm just trying to see the positive.
No, it's not upset. It's good you are bringing it up, because this kind of mindset that you have is what is making Africans, Nigerians in diasporas losing their money in Nigeria now. Because the diaspora, where everything works, there are rules and regulations, everything works accordingly. When Nigerians show them a glimpse of what looks like there is law and order, then they start pumping money. Then they start crying tomorrow.
Yeah, I agree. Okay.
That's the point. You feel me?
I understand. I'm grounded now. I've landed. I was not grounded. I am back to reality. Thank you for educating me, everybody, regarding this matter.
The first property we have in Nigeria, when we were going to start that property, my wife was so engrossed in house. I tell my wife, I say, babe, I don't want to build house. I don't want house. Let's do event center. We drag this thing here like almost 6 months to 1 year. And me and my madam take the drag. Say lie, the event center. My madam said, no, rental property. I told my wife, if you do event center, you make money quick in Nigeria because they like party.
Wedding party, yeah, I get you.
Party. When you build rental property, now you go to spend money to maintain that property. Some tenants self, let's not even go there. You can't do that. When you invest money in Nigeria, your money can. You feel just wake up one day, your money don't. Nigeria that you put money there in your bank account, you just check, your money don't wipe away. Bank go to tell you say, how the money take waka? Hey, who do you want to call? No, let me verse. No.
It is well. I get it. I think me coming from this aura, I didn't know it was this bad. I thought there was just legitimate property was safe.
It's very bad.
No problem.
Even government, they scam people for Nigeria. Politicians scam people. Everybody scam everybody legitimately.
Simbi, is she there? Is it true?
Simbi, no one fight.
Yes, ma'am. No.
Wow. Okay. Well, I can only pray for Nigeria then. I'm not going to be positive anymore.
You see, this is why I love Sister Marius. Sister Marius always give good advice. Yes. You see what you just said now, that the advice I always give Nigeria is to buy USD.
Yeah, but we're Nigerians, we should buy our own currency. That should be our dream. We are not, I don't understand how we're paying for US dollars in Nigeria.
Wait, let me see. I don't know if anybody is here that has been following me from Sharing is Caring, or anybody who follow me on Facebook for the past 3 years. If you follow me on Facebook for the past 3 years, you would have seen when I give people advice and I said, put your money in dollar.
In Nigeria?
Yes, Naira was around 520 to $1.
Yes, Uncle Ben.
You remember,
yes,
right? I was posting it on my platform. I say, guys, save your money in dollar. If you have a lot of Naira now, convert it to dollar. Save your money. They're not here. Boom, since then, money don't go up.
Inflation.
If they have saved their money in dollar when it was like 500, imagine what it would be now when dollar is 1,600. This is the best investment you can do in Nigeria. Any other investment, maybe when the video say they won't kill the video, how you can talk it? I don't see her now.
There's a lot of things to be done in Nigeria. There's a lot of work to be done.
These same Cbex, or what they call them now, give them 6 months to 1 year, they will come up with another platform.
They will come back.
Well, it's up to them. It's up to them. It's really up to them. We can't force anybody to
come up with another platform.
They have a physical building and stuff, everything. They even held seminar in that building.
I know, I heard. That's a red flag. Which kind of seminar? That like church meeting. That church meeting. And that one is an investment. A legitimate investment that you do church meeting. Someone is talking from the pulpit. God. Come on now.
Nothing. In Nigeria right now, if you buy a land, you are better off than building the land. Hear me out. If you buy a land like this, what you have in mind is investment.
Yeah.
If you bought a land to resell it in 5 years, you are way better off than somebody who bought the land and build the house. The moment you build house on that land, the house and the land will begin depreciate.
Yeah, depreciates, yeah.
Unless you there for VI, Lekki, all those high
overpriced. I've been listening, it's overpriced. And who can afford it? You're paying millions and millions to be in penthouse.
So, honey babe, you now agree that it's overpriced, and you tell me
I'm in property now. Come on.
Now, good night. We will talk tomorrow. You know it's overpriced. Then when I tell you, say nothing works in Nigeria, you say no, it can't be that. There is no good investment in Nigeria.
Hey God.
But are you still coming back to Nigeria, or you're changing your mind?
Me?
Are you going back?
I'm going to Nigeria. Nigeria is where you make money. You cannot
scamming people or what?
You can carry the kind of brain I carry and you sit down abroad. You won't make money. All the big boys that I know here in abroad, they go to Nigeria 3, 4, 5 times in a year.
To make money.
Nigeria is where you make the money.
And then you said there's lots of ways to make money in Nigeria because people are
you come over here to relax. You make the money in Nigeria, you come here to relax. I'll see you guys. Thank you, honey babe.
Thank you very much. Bye, guys.
Thank you, everybody. Mr. Samalu, thank you, everybody. We will continue this conversation tomorrow, where we will throw it open, and then we will look at all types of scam. I will still share with you guys more of the things you can do to avoid scam. But remember what I said today. I shared with you my own investment assessment test. I usually attach numbers to all these. Okay? Each one of them carry 10 points. By the time I evaluate any investment suggested to me and I score it based on number, if the number is around 60 over 100, I know they invest. If the number is 70 over 100, I know they invest. I only invest when I'm getting like 85 to 90. It's my own personal guiding principle. And I also told you guys that for me, anything that has semblance of pyramid, don't even introduce it for me. I no go do. I don't care. Make other people, they make 1 million. When they make 50 million, I don't care. Once I see element of pyramid, I am not getting involved. So go back and watch this video. I pray this video help you guys, okay? And I told you guys, when you do your legitimacy and regulation research, if whatever DIP, digital investment platform, they introduce to you, if the headquarter or the office go land in South America, he go land in Italy, he go land in Asia, he go land in Bangladesh and all those areas, run. Run, no. Simbi, I'll see you tomorrow.
Sir.
Thank you.
Bye, sir.
Bye, everybody.